Hi class, today's lesson is on solving systems of linear equations by substitution. You are going to need pencil and paper and perhaps the note sheet printed out for this lesson. Let's review how to solve a system of linear equations by graphing. For problem number 1, my slope is -1 and that will be -1/1. My y-intercept is 3. And I'm going to start at 3 on my y-axis, and I'm going to go down 1 and to the right 1, down 1 and to the right 1, and I'm going to graph my line. For my second equation, my slope is +1/1, so I will go up and to the right. My y-intercept is 5, so I will start at 5, go up and to the right. When I'm out of space, I will go down and to the left. So from what we learned previously, our solution is the coordinates where the two lines meet. And in this case, -1 and +4. Pause here and solve the system in problem number 2. Is your solution correct? Check your work. Now let's solve these systems using the method of substitution. We can use the method of substitution if we do not have a graph available to us. Here I have a system including two equations. My first equation is y equals -x plus 3. My second equation is y equals x plus 5. Because both equations are equal to y, then that means both equations are equal to each other. So we are going to solve these by setting both equations equal to each other as stated in the instructions. So once I set both equations equal to each other, I end up with a new equation. It is going to be important that we write this new equation out because it's the basis of how we will solve. So if these two are both equal to y, then my new equation is x plus 3 has to be equal to x plus 5. So now what we have is one equation with variables on both sides. So to solve this equation, I need to combine like terms. That means I'm going to move the x term with the smallest coefficient to the other side of the equal sign. In this case, I'm going to add x on both sides, drawing my line underneath. These two x's are gone, and I'm left with 3 is equal to x plus x is 2x plus 5. My next step is to solve for x. So I'm going to subtract 5. And then 3 minus 5 is -2 is equal to 2x. Last step, divide by 2. And we get that x is equal to -1. That is one coordinate of my solution. Please remember, the solution of a system is the point where the lines cross. And right now we only have our x coordinate. Now we need to solve for the y coordinate. And to solve for the y coordinate, we need to take this value of x and we need to plug it in to one of our original equations. So I'm going to just plug it into the easiest looking equation. So now I'm going to solve for y. And I'm going to use the equation y equals x plus 5. So, okay, if y is equal to x plus 5, well, that would mean that -1 is my x value plus 5. And when I add that up, I find out that my y value is equal to 4. If we think back to what we did up above, then this answer checks out. We have a coordinate of -1 and 4 as our solution from the graph. So let's look at the second problem. I want you to write the new equation. In this case, it's going to be 2x plus 6 is equal to x plus 3. So now we need to solve our equation. So I'm going to subtract x on both sides. 2x minus x just leaves me with x plus 6 is equal to 3. Subtract 6 on both sides. And we have that x is equal to negative 3. Remember, that's only part of our answer. We need to now solve for the y coordinate. So using the easiest equation that I see up here, if y is equal to x plus 3, and I want to take my answer and I want to plug it in. So I get y is equal to negative 3 plus 3. I get that y is actually equal to 0. And that is consistent with what we saw from the graph. Now let's solve a word problem using systems and substitution. For this problem, it says Deborah has 2 paintings in her portfolio and paints 3 more each week. Kai has 12 paintings in her portfolio and paints 2 more each week. After how many weeks will Deborah and Kai have the same number of paintings? The first thing we need to do is to write ourselves a system. So to create a system, we need to understand the problem. We have 2 girls who are painting pictures each week. So the number of paintings that they have will be our variable y. And our variable x will be the number of weeks. So to write our equation for Deborah, we have that y equals, and she starts with 2 paintings, and she paints 3 more each week. So that is 2 plus 3x. For Kai, it says that she has 12 paintings to start with, and she is adding 2 more each week. So this is our system. Now we can write our new equation. 2 plus 3x is equal to 12 plus 2x. So the question says, after how many weeks will Deborah and Kai have the same number of paintings? So we need to solve this equation for x. So I will subtract 2x on both sides. And I have 2 plus x is equal to 12. We subtract 2. And we get that our x value, or our number of weeks, is 10. So it takes 10 weeks if our problem asked us to find how many paintings the girls would have, then we would take our 10 and we would plug it into one of the original equations. Let's do it. Number of paintings girls will have 32 paintings, both of them, after 10 weeks. That concludes our lesson. Good luck with your practice.